a relationship does not define who you are. You do that. Got the blanket, we cozy, and now we're about to get into it. So, today I want to talk about singleness and how it's actually okay to be single. Whether it's by choice or not, a relationship does not define who you are. You do that. And I want to talk about it because I feel like a narrative is often placed on women. Like, you need to be married by a certain age or even have kids at a certain age. And I feel like when we don't follow that status quo, we're often judged because of that. Witch! Like, think about when you come home for the holidays, right? What are some of the first questions your moms, your aunts, your grandmas ask you? You got a boyfriend yet? How about a husband? You know I want me some grandbabies.
What happened to hello? How are you? My name is. What happened to that?
And I feel like hearing this narrative over and over again almost makes us question our worth sometimes because you will be sitting there trying to field those questions like, why don't I have a boyfriend? I thought I was a bad bitch. Like, am I running out of time? And I am here to tell you that you are not. Being 25 is not old. Being in your 30s is not old. Please ignore the timeline that social media is trying to place onto us because it's not the right one. God's timeline is. Everyone has a different path of life for a reason, so please don't feel discouraged. Embrace yours. I am also here to tell you to get rid of that scarcity mindset when it comes to the amount of good men or good women out in the world because this mindset can be dangerous in a way, right? Because when you are in a relationship, if you have this scarcity mindset that not that many people are there for me anyway, it can keep you in a relationship that is no longer serving you. Or on the other hand, if you're not in a relationship, because we are talking about singleness today, it can make you accept almost anything just so you can be in a relationship. And some of y'all are out here accepting genuine disrespect because you think that you can't find better. And I'm not talking about like the general struggles of a relationship, right? Like, they're not perfect by any means. They are going to come with problems, and I believe that you can work through them. I'm talking about when there's that one argument or a few or however many that they say something and those words hit your soul and you know it's time to walk away, but you are scared because you don't want to be alone. You think there's no one better out there, but there is, and you can walk away. So, I'm going to give you some tips on how to be single and happy doing it. Okay, so before I get into the tips, I do want to go ahead and tell my own story, but if you're not interested in me, which is insane, go ahead and go to this timestamp, but you can get straight into those tips. Okay, so hey friends, what's tea, what's goody? Have you subscribed? Because you like me a little bit if you want to hear my story. Just saying, think about it. Anyway, I am 24, about to be 25 in February, which is actually insane because, you know, like back in school when they used to ask you, like, what does your future look like? Blah, 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 blah. At 25, I said I was going to be married. What a house. No, sir, not me. Neither one. Neither one, babe. Like, we are far from that. But anyway, I was in a relationship for the past couple of years, and recently I felt called out of it. I felt like God wanted me to leave my relationship to focus on Him, essentially, and then other parts of my life. And so this was very hard for me to deal with because I did love my boyfriend very, very much during this time. But I also noticed that I was losing my sense of self in my relationship. I feel like sometimes when we do get in a relationship, we can get very intertwined with the other person. And we kind of forget that we're still individuals, right? So, like, it's two people, coming together. And I feel like we'll forget to like nurture ourselves and take care of our individual interest on our own, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, I noticed I was doing that again because I have done that in a relationship before. And I'll be even more honest here and say that I have made my relationships idols in my life. So just giving them extremely high priority over anything else. Like, even over God at times, which is like crazy to admit, but yeah, like I would just kind of fall off, except in the areas that I needed to perform in. So yes, I went to work because I mean we have to work and make a living, and then it'd be my relationship, and that was kind of it. And so I want to stop doing that. So I'm learning that now. I'm taking that time now very, very seriously. Like, no relationships, no dating, no anything like that, because I feel like this is time for me to focus on me. And I wish I would have known these things earlier, but everything has a time and a place, and this is my time and this is my place. So, how am I doing it? Okay, so my first tip on navigating singleness is to stop complaining about how you're single. Girl, where's my man? Where's my man? My man, my man. God, where's my man? Hirsch. God said this. Okay, maybe he did. But you are waiting for a reason. You too busy complaining that you're not even taking this time for yourself. Get to know your likes and your dislikes. Love yourself like you want to be loved by someone. Because once you create that deep connection with yourself and give yourself that respect and that kindness, you won't let just anybody step in on that. And you will have so much more respect for yourself this way. So, tip number two is to learn how to be alone. Like, actually. Because you do know that you can be single and not alone, right? Yeah, I meet you up. Keep following though. Because forget about that ex that is lurking, that you like to entertain every now and again. You don't have to go on 15 dates every week, taking up all of your time. Learn how to genuinely spend that time with yourself. Because you'll be surprised how many people don't know how to actually be alone, scared by their own silence. But you should learn how to be your own friend too. Take yourself out on dates. Take up journaling. There's so many ways you can get to know yourself on a deeper level. And these are just all so, so important because as you're getting to know yourself, you'll be able to better translate, better present yourself to that person that does come along when the time is right. So, my third and final tip is don't look back. And this one may sound odd, but it is important because once you've made that commitment to bettering yourself and you're finding your little groove, I feel like they return and you know exactly who they is. And I'm telling you right now, don't look back. You don't need closure. It's done. You don't need to just respond and see what they want. It's done. Sometimes people will reach out to you just to see if they have that same access to you that they did before. Do not give them that satisfaction, okay? And I'm not saying it's going to be easy. You're really going to have to lean into that self worth and remember that you deserve better because sometimes it will be late at night and all you're going to want to do is to call or text them. But remember what I'm telling you right now. Don't look back. God brings you out of situations for a reason. And this tip can apply more to just, relationships or past people. It can apply to anything, old habits, old ways, old things that you used to do that you know that you are better than now, that you've already come past. Don't look back. Keep moving forward. And honestly, like talking about all of this reminds me of the story in the book of Genesis about Lot's wife. Like how the angels were about to destroy the city and they were getting Lot's family out. And the angels told the family, don't look back. And Lot's wife did, and she turned into a pillar of salt. So what I'm saying is don't become kosher, okay? Go read the Bible story though, but that's the tip. Okay, so that is all for me. If you guys have made it this far, go ahead and comment that red heart emoji because it is all about self-love in here, okay? If you would like a part two, let me know. I could literally talk about this all day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Talk to me. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.